it's possible for a person to die and come back to life? What if I told you that in 2023 there exists a hospital that claims they can cheat death itself? Would you believe me? Well, this isn't some far-fetched fantasy or horror story. This is actually the reality here at a special hospital in Japan. This hospital in Japan has managed to bring over 1,000 patients back from the brink of death, and they claim that anybody can be saved. Even if your heart stops beating, even if you stop breathing, and even if your brain activity flatlines. They claim that none of that matters because as long as you're brought to this hospital within a certain time frame, they have the technology and expertise to save your life. But how exactly does this hospital manage to bring people back from death's doorstep? And what happens to the people who are brought back? Today we'll explore the intriguing truth behind this medical marvel and investigate what really goes on behind the closed doors of this enigmatic hospital. So make sure to watch the whole video. Located in Japan, this hospital boasts an impressive success rate when it comes to saving lives that would otherwise be considered lost. It was founded by Dr. Suyara Akira, a renowned specialist in the field of resuscitation medicine. He developed a unique approach that involves a combination of cutting-edge technology and highly skilled medical professionals working in perfect harmony. This approach has allowed the hospital to save countless lives that would otherwise be considered hopeless. The hospital uses advanced technology, such as the CMO machine, to keep patients alive. This machine provides both respiratory and circulatory support to patients whose lungs or heart have stopped working properly. The ECMO machine takes over the function of the lungs and pumps oxygen-rich blood into the bloodstream while removing carbon dioxide-filled blood. This allows the patient's heart and lungs to rest and recover while the medical team works to stabilize their condition. Additionally, the hospital employs advanced monitoring systems that allow doctors to continuously monitor patients' vital signs and adjust their treatment plans accordingly. These systems provide real-time data on a patient's brain activity, heart rate, and other critical factors, allowing for rapid intervention if necessary. But the hospital's success is not just due to its advanced technology. It is also thanks to its highly skilled medical professionals. Doctors, nurses, and other staff members undergo rigorous training to learn the specialized techniques required to save lives in the most dire situations. They work tirelessly to keep patients alive and monitor their progress, adjusting treatment plans as needed. In fact, the entire hospital staff is committed to providing the best possible care to patients and families during one of the most difficult times in their lives. They understand the emotional toll that being at death's doorstep can take and provide support and guidance every step of the way. One of the main reasons why the hospital is able to save so many lives is the speed at which patients are brought to the facility. When someone is in cardiac arrest, every second counts. The longer the period of time that the heart is not beating, the less likely it is that the person will survive. That's why it is important to seek help immediately and transport the patient to the hospital as quickly as possible. The staff at the hospital are trained to receive patients in cardiac arrest, and they work quickly to stabilize the patient and begin life-saving treatment. Another factor that contributes to the hospital's success rate is the low-temperature environment in which patients are kept. When a person is in cardiac arrest, their body temperature can drop rapidly. This can slow down the body's metabolic rate and reduce the amount of oxygen that the brain needs. By keeping the patient in a cool environment, the hospital staff are able to reduce the body's need for oxygen and prevent further damage to the brain. Once the patient is stabilized and their vital signs are monitored, the medical team begins the process of slowly warming the patient back up to normal body temperature. To enhance the effectiveness of their treatment, the hospital has developed a unique drug cocktail that is administered to patients in cardiac arrest. This mixture of drugs is designed to improve blood flow, increase oxygen delivery to vital organs, and prevent further damage. While the exact composition of the drug cocktail is not disclosed for proprietary reasons, it is known to include a combination of vasoactive drugs, antiarrhythmics, and other life-saving medications. It's important to note that not everyone who arrives at the hospital in cardiac arrest will survive. The hospital's success rate is impressive, but it is not 100%. However, the fact that the hospital has been able to save over 1,000 patients is a testament to the effectiveness of their approach. There have been numerous cases of patients who were brought to the hospital in seemingly hopeless conditions, only to be brought back to life and make full recoveries. One such case was that of a young woman who went into cardiac arrest after suffering a sudden allergic reaction. Her heart stopped beating and she was rushed to the hospital. Despite the severity of her condition, the medical team was able to successfully resuscitate her using the ECMO machine and their specialized drug cocktail. She was eventually able to make a full recovery and return to her normal life. Another case involved a middle-aged man who suffered a massive heart attack and went into cardiac arrest. His family was told that there was no hope of survival, but he was brought to the hospital and placed on life support. Thanks to the quick thinking of the medical team and the use of advanced technology, he was eventually able to be revived and recover. While the hospital's approach has been successful in bringing many patients back from the brink of death, it has also raised ethical concerns. Some argue that keeping patients on life support when there is no hope of recovery is a waste of resources, and that these patients should be allowed to die with dignity. Others argue that even in cases where there is no hope of recovery, there may be valuable research that can be done on the patient to advance medical science. Despite these concerns, the hospital's approach has been highly effective in saving lives and giving families hope. Many families have expressed gratitude for the compassionate care that their loved ones received at the hospital, allowing them to spend precious time with their loved ones that might have otherwise been lost forever. So there you have it, folks. The hospital that brings dead people back to life. Is it a miracle or modern medicine? You decide. But one thing's for sure, this hospital is truly a beacon of hope for those who thought they had lost all hope. If you ever find yourself in Japan and need medical attention, be sure to visit this hospital. Who knows, you might just be one of the lucky ones who gets to experience the miracle of life once again. Thank you for watching our video on the incredible hospital that brings dead people back to life. We hope you found it informative and thought-provoking. If you did, please don't forget to hit the like button below to show your support. And if you're new here, don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell so you never miss any of our future videos. We have a lot more interesting topics to cover, and we want you to be the first to know when our new videos come out. Thanks again for watching. Until next time.